Michaela Aurenz is one of the managers of a company that makes potting soil. She had plenty of time to get used to running a business.
When we were young, my father always made sure that we were part of things. He would always explain what was going on, how the machinery worked, and so on. So it was an easy decision to make.
Now 23, she joined the family business at the beginning of the year, in a company that makes potting soil from peat. The bosses are used to getting their hands, quite literally, very dirty. 27-year-old Ann Christin Hahn is another woman on top. She set up a small laser gravure printing business 3 years ago. She also learned her trade from her father, but decided not to join his business.
I took classes on entrepreneuring as a student. We were taught how to set up a business, how to develop a business plan, and they told us if we wanted state funding, we had to apply and wait for approval. If you so much as shook someone's hand before the funding was approved, you wouldn't get it. I didn't want to wait.
Michaela Aurenz might not have had funding problems, but working her way to the top of an existing business brought its own challenges.
I don't think it was harder because of my age or because I'm a woman. It was a bit of a challenge at the beginning, but as soon as people see that you know what you're doing and you're working hard, then they're well disposed to you.
The company was founded by her father 50 years ago. Michaela Aurenz, seen here with the company bosses, is keeping it in the family. It's a big responsibility. The company's annual turnover averages some 70 million euros a year and employs 400 workers at its various production sites. A business studies graduate, Michaela Aurenz did a number of internships at large companies before joining the family business. She's a strong believer in communication, and that's what she likes about family-run businesses. Personally, Michaela Aurenz feels most at home in sales and marketing.
I'm not really a technical kind of person. I don't like spending days sitting at a desk not talking to anyone, not working things out and negotiating with others. That's why I like the sales side of the business best.
There's no division of labor in Ann Christin Hahn's business. Everyone here has to be able to do everything, all 3 employees. The working day can often run into overtime.
It's hard work. I don't go home at the same time every evening. I only go when I feel there's nothing more to do.
For the time being, business is good. She visits her clients with her mobile laser graver, which allows her to print serial numbers, for example, on site. Recently, she decided to branch out. Ann Christin Hahn now makes her biggest profits with an internet site selling laser-engraved giftware.
Last year, turnover was almost 300,000 euros, which means we have 60% growth compared to last year. I think that's fairly normal in these early days. At some point it will plateau, but if things carry on at this rate, then these premises won't be big enough.
To Michaela Aurenz, running a successful company is also a voyage of self-discovery.
We always say that growth is what we do best, and I feel I'm the right person to put this company philosophy into practice. I also want to keep growing in terms of what I can do and gain new experience and skills.
Whether they're at the helm of new companies or long-established ones, these young women are both optimistic about the future.
I think that eventually I'd like to have 12 to 15 employees. And the company has to get strong enough to survive even when I'm less involved. That's my goal for the next 5 to 10 years.
This generation of young businesswomen usually reach their goals. They're used to being in charge.